that. We're real answer. Thank you so much.
Here I am here with the guy from Blank Image. Say his name, please.
Brian.
Brian. Good to meet you. Very nice to meet you. And you guys played the show tonight. Now, how did it go for you?
Probably one of the best shows of this year. One of the best shows of the year. It's really, really, really good. A lot of fun. A lot of cool kids. So it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, this has what you would call a nice crowd atmosphere through it tonight, especially here in the Milwaukee area, which is the very one of the premier areas for like a good hard rock and metal music scene.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Now, obviously, you know, the show went good for you tonight. Are you working? Do you have anything new out now, or are you working on anything?
We are in the process of writing our new album, which comes out in the summertime. This will be our second album. It'll be a first album off of our label that we just were signed to recently. So, really just trying to get the album written, and then come summer, just touring all summer long.
Oh yeah, well that's awesome, man. Now I gotta ask you, like, you know, the rest of your bandmates. I mean, on a more personal level here, are they just as crazy as you?
If not crazier. Those guys are all good time, all good fun. On stage and off stage, my band is a good group of dudes, and it makes it a lot more fun.
This is all the inner band turmoil you people don't even hear so much about, except maybe in the.
We have our little tiny stupid girly fights, but we get over it pretty quickly.
Like who uses too much butter for the bread?
No, it's who can't stop crapping themselves in the van. Who's crying about being tired. I was actually in a fist fight with one of my guitar players about a week ago.
Oh my goodness.
And then about 5 minutes after it was over, we were cool. No beef.
What's the state of the Milwaukee metal scene?
It's growing. It's growing. It was used to be a lot bigger, but it's growing. New band. I come up with the statistic that there's a new band in Wisconsin every 21 minutes.
Oh, there usually is.
There's new bands coming on. I don't do this is pure. This is real. This is Wisconsin is probably one of the biggest untapped resources in music right now. There's so many good bands here tonight and bands that are not here tonight, but there's solid bands all over the state. Our scene in the next few years will be taking over the whole. So right now it's Ohio, but in a matter of about a year.
Yeah.
inside the Miramar Theater, and I'm here with Kevin of
Bandyourheadmilwaukee.com.
Bandyourheadmilwaukee.com, and this is the guy responsible for putting on this show here tonight. You know, thanks for stopping.
Well, thanks for
stopping by
making
here.
the trip from Madison to come on down.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
always a fun time, that's for sure. Now I gotta ask you, you've been like in the promoting. How long have you been in the promoting booking scene now?
I've been booking with bands for about 15 years, but I've been doing shows out of the Miramar for the last year.
Oh, that's awesome. You know.
Is he with you?
Answer me this: what is Bandyourheadmilwaukee.com all about?
I started Bangyourheadmilwaukee.com for people in the Milwaukee area to promote their shows. And I never actually anticipated on putting on the shows. It was just a place for people to come and post flyers. And then about a year ago, I kept getting people asking about bands and asking to bring other bands to town, and I happened to have a connection with one of those bands, and I said, hey, what will it take for me to bring you here and put on a show? And it was very successful, and it was a lot of work, but it was very successful, and that's kind of where the light bulb went off in my head. And I made some really good contacts with booking agents through that band, and ever since then I get a lot of phone calls from agents asking for shows, and it just took that one good show where there's not a lot of places in Milwaukee that actually pay bands without having a big hassle about it. And I always, if I book you and I have a contract with you, I will pay you before you even get here. And I will make sure that you're taken care of. I make sure we get hospitality to the bands, so they look forward to coming.
Name some of the bands that you've booked so far.
Impending Doom, Through the Eyes of the Dead, Chelsea Grin, Tony Danza, Tap Against, Extravaganza, Suffocate, The Red Shore, and Hell Followed With, Stick to Your Guns, As Blood Runs Black, Attila, Close Your Eyes, Lazarus AD, Mark Rizzo of Soulfly, the Cain and Abel, Color Morale Sleep, Serapis Sleep, a lot of local bands. They Found Her in Pieces, Picture It in Ruins, and there's more, but I'm running out of.
You just have to read.